Good afternoon, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Mercurial Spy by Chet Chetterson. This is a puzzle that was sent through to me. I've lost track of time. As you can probably tell by my voice, I am still not better. I'm a little bit better than I was when I recorded yesterday, but I am not better by any stretch. I'm about to, if I get better enough, go away. Pardon me. Oh, man, that had stopped. For another week. I need to get well for that. But if that happens only shortly after I get well, I will not have time to record puzzles. So we're going to have to see how that goes. I'm sitting here drinking lemon and honey in hot water. So basically a hot toddy, trying to help my throat. And I'm going to try and record a puzzle for you. The testing results on this one apparently were that it is quite easy. So I am continuing the trend of easy puzzles because my voice doesn't last very long. Yeah, so what else is going on? Even if I've been a bit quiet, probably by the time you've seen this, I've done a bunch of Diablo 4 streaming over on BremSter Games, because Diablo 4, by the time this comes out, will have been out for a while. And yeah, I really don't have much updates. I've spent most of the last couple of days either in bed or at work, working from home. So that's what I've been doing. Let's have a look at the puzzle, shall we? Mercurial Spy by Chet Chetterson. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have thermos, and along these thermos, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So this digit will be higher than this digit will be higher than this. They cannot stay the same, and they cannot go down. On green German whisper lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. So the difference between any of these adjacent digits, and I can see the trick to this puzzle now, there must be at least a 5 difference, and digits in bordered circles, which are these, not the bulbs of the thermos, these must be odd. That's what we have. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. And I can immediately see, looking at these thermos, that they're quite restricted. So what I normally do when I mark a thermo is I would mark, I'm actually going to change the way I normally mark thermos, because normally what I would do is I would say, okay, I would say this has to be known as blah, 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 and go down. But I can, with German Whisper, what you would often do is mark high, low. And the reason you can do that is because on a thermo, you can never put, on a German Whisper line, you can never put a 5. Long explanation coming with a sore voice. Because a 5 on a German whisper line, you can't go down because that would be 0 or less, and you can't go up because that would be 10 or more, and those aren't valid Sudoku digits. So you can never put a 5. So any digit you place will either be lower than 5 or higher than 5, and those must alternate, because and all of these lines are too long. But if you place a digit from 1 to 4, the 5 difference, you can't go down, you must go up, because going down would take you lower than outside the range of Sudoku digits. So you must go up, and any going up more than 5 from a digit under 5 will always take you over 5, and the same is the true vice versa. Start high, you can't go up, you must go down, and you must leapfrog the 5 going down. So one of the things on each of these lines must be low, one must be high. But because these are on a thermo, we know this digit is lower than this digit. So this is the low digit, this is the high digit. And because we know that, anything higher than a high digit on a thermo must be high, anything lower than a low digit on a thermo must be low. And this is true here as well. This must be the low digit, this must be the high digit, and anything higher than a high digit must be high. This must be a low digit, this must be a high digit, anything lower than a low digit must be low. And interestingly enough, that makes this the 5, because these are all high digits, these are all low digits, so this must be 5. These are all high digits because this is lower than this, but one of these is low, one of these is high. So this is the low digit, this is the high digit, this is a high digit. That's all 4 of the high digits in this box. There are only 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the low digit, this is the high digit. So this is a low digit because it's got to be lower than a low digit. sorry, this is the high digit. I marked that wrong. This is a high digit. This is a low digit. This is a high digit, and this is a high digit. This is a low digit, and these are both high digits. Now, this is a low digit, so this is a high digit. This is a high digit, so this is a low digit. This is all four of the high digits in the column as well. Now, this is 1, 7, or 9 because it can't be 3 or 5. Now, there might be something more I can tell about this. Now, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, if this is 4, right, okay, yes. If this is 4, this would have to be 9 because it's the only digit that's 5 away, but we couldn't then keep going. So this is not the 4. This is 3, this would have to be 8 or 9, but even 8 doesn't work because 8, 9, this would have to be 10. So this is 1 or 2, which means the 3 and the 4 have to be over here. But I can't put 4 here because this would have to be high. So this is the 4, which means this is the 9. These have to be increasing from 6, 7, and 8. So this is 6, 7, and 8. And then the only thing that is 5 away from 6 is 1. And this has to be 2 and 3, which are the only low digits that are left. But they have to be in increasing order. Pardon me. So these are 6, 8, and 9. If this is a 6, this would have to be a 1, so that's not a 6. If this is a 6, this would have to be a 1. That can't be a 6. This is an 8, 9 pair. This is the 6. This is the 1. So this is 2, 3, or 4. This is a 4. This would be a 9. It's the same as here. If this is a 4, this would be a 9. If this is a 3, this would be an 8 or a 9. It can't be a 3 anyway. So this is not 3 or 4. This is the 2. So this has to be, well, maximum here is... So this, if I look at this from a thermo perspective, well, this has to be a 7 because 2 can only go next to 7, 8, 9, and 9 breaks the thermo, 8 breaks the thermo. So this is 7, 8, and 9. 9 can go next to 1, 2, or 3. So these are from 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 6, 7, 8. So this is only from 6 or 7. This can't be a 6. Which means this has to be a 1 or a 2, and it can only be a 1 because there's a 2 there. There's no 9 here now. And this is from 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's got to be something higher than this. So this is the 8, this is the 9, this is the 9. So this is from 7 or 8 because it can't be 6. So this has to be from 2 or 3. Can't be 4 because 4 can only go next to 9. Now 8 means that this is 2 or 3. Couldn't be 4 because 4 has to go next to 9. This has to be 2 or 3, which this can't be 6 because this would be 1 and there's nothing lower than her. So this is 7, which means this is 2 because 3 can't go next to 7. Which means this is 3 and less than 2 is 1. 7 means this is not 7 or 9, this is the 8. 7 is in one of these two odd circles, by the way. This is a low digit. I don't know if I should have marked that. This is a 1 by Sudoku. Because these 4 1s looking into the box, one of those two is a 1. Interesting, I couldn't do more with 5s. Maybe I could have, but I didn't get there. So, is that all the thermos completely done? No, but that 7 makes this an 8. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I can't put 5 on any of the whisper lines. One of those is 6. Right, but this can't be... No, that is not true. But this can't be a 6, because if that's a 6, that's a 1, and I can't make that a 1. So this is not a 6. This is a 3 or a 4. So that is a low digit, and this is a high digit. Now, if this is a 6, this is a 1. So there's no 6, and I can't do that. So this is the low digit, and this is the high digit. But that's a 3, 4 pair. So there's no 3, 4 in any of those. This is a 5, 6 pair, and that 6 gives me the order. That's the 5, and that's the 6. The 6 being the high digit. Now, 3 and 4 can only go next to 8 and 9 because whatever the 3 is, or sorry, wherever the 4 is going to put a 9 in this top row, and the 3 is then going to have to go next to something, but 3 can only go next to 8 and 9, but the 4 has already claimed the 8. This 9 makes this the 8, so this is the 3, and this is not the 3. Why did I put a 6 in there? Which means this is the 4, and this is the 9. So that's something. Three is in one of those two. Huh. Nine is in one of those two. These are 1, 5, 6, and 9. Three is in one of those two, but that doesn't seem to be it. Wait a minute. These are from 1, 7, and 9 because 3 and they can't be 3 or 5. So 1, 7, 9. That can't be 9. This is a 1, 7 pair, so that is not the 1. Because I can't put 3, 7, or 9 there, and I can't put 3. So I can't put 3, 5, or 9 there, and I can't put 3, 5, or 9 there. So this is a 1, 7 pair, which knocks the 1 out of there, making that the 1 and that the 9. That's interesting. I don't think I need the high-low anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. That 9 puts 9 in one of those two, but it can't be there because of that 9, so this becomes a 9. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. There's no 4 there. So this is a 2, 3 pair, meaning that's not the 3 and this is the 3. That's a little tricky to spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there's no 8 up there, so I possibly did this the wrong way. That's the 8, making this a 2, 7. So there's a 2 and a 7 down here. So there's a 7 down here and there's a 2 down here. I fully acknowledge I may not be at my best. I may be scanning terribly. Two, 3, 4, and 5 are in here. No. Oh, this 6 has made that 7, which makes this 8, which does allow this to be either 2 or 3. So that actually didn't do anything. So it's literally Sudoku at this point. So these are from 2, 3, 4, and 6. So this is a 4, 6 pair. This is a 4, 6 pair because they both see 2 and 3. So these were 4, 6. So this is not 4. And this is a 2, 3 pair in the column. That's interesting. Oh, I could have seen that by looking at where 2, 3 is. Yep, that would have helped. So 1, 2, 3, 5. So these are from 2, 3, and 5 for the row, which means this is the only place for the 4. And this can't be the 5, so this is the 5. So 5 is down here. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the 7 here makes this the 6 and this the 7. This is 2. Oh no, this 3 now makes this 2 and this 3. The 2 looks back making this 3 and this 2. This column, or the 2 looks up making that 7 and that 2. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 3 makes this 2. And this is missing 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This row 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's no 5 there. There's no 6 there. Huh. Interesting. I am sure this is BremSter scanning badly rather than anything else, and I could turn the pencil mark checker on, but I prefer not to. 1. Well, this 7 looks up taking 7 out of there, which means that's the 7 by pencil marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is also from 4, 5, 6 and isn't 6. So there's a 4, 5 pair making that 6, which makes that 5, which makes that 6. The 5 looks down making that 4 and that 5. The 6 looks across making that 4. In here, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 2 makes this the 3 and this the 2. The 3 looks back making this 5 and this 3. And in here, for this row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 9 makes that the 5 and that the 9. In here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's an 8 in there, 7 in there, 8 in there. So this is the 8. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. What have I done wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 and 9 go in there, but that 9 makes it 6 and 9. This is a triple, which I'll put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 comes out of there. I'm missing some. Oh, this 2 looks up making this the 1, which means that's the 4, which takes 4 out of both of those. The 1, 5 looks down, making that the 7 and that the 1. The 7 looks down, making that the 6 and that the 7. The 6 looks up, making that the 4 and that the 6. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which makes this 1 and 5. And now I just need to finish this box 2 by pencil mark. 1, 2, 3. That becomes a 4, and that is the correct solution. I closed that before I saw how many times it had been solved, but that is the correct solution to Mercurial Spy by Chet Chetterson. That's a really nice little puzzle. I I've seen, I think I've used this before, not that I'm calling that out as a bad thing. Reusing ideas to reinforce cool concepts is a really cool thing. A long time ago, played with this idea before of whisper lines on thermos. I really like it. It's a really fun idea, and I mean, I think this is called Mercurial Spy because if you look at the original grid, I'm going to maybe open this in a new tab. I possibly should have done this at the start. I'm really not feeling great. So if I restart the puzzle, it's been solved 3 times now by this. This looks like one of the spies from Spy versus Spy, to my mind. Spy versus Spy is from Mad Magazine. I think the original creator was Antonio Foyes or something. I used to read a lot of Mad Magazine. Antonio something. I remember seeing the names on the comic strips, and I really enjoyed the Spy versus Spy comics. They were always a bit silly. Yeah, so the original Spy versus Spy stuff, and it looks like one of the spies from Spy versus Spy, which is, I'm assuming, why it's called Mercurial Spy. I'm not sure why Mercurial, my head's full of fog at the moment. But that was a really cool puzzle. Thank you, Chet, for sending that one through. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry you're getting sick, BremSter, but I do want to still try and get puzzles out there, and there's nothing I can do about being unwell. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you're enjoying the puzzles, and as always, good luck with your solving.